Hi, I'm Rachel, and in this tutorial I want to show you how to draw realistic fire using the Color Therapy app. I'll show you how to color fire in two ways, using red and oranges, and another using blue flames. This technique can be added to any background in this app, or can make any image look mystical, spooky, or cozy. So what I've done already is basically just black out the entire background except for the fire because I want to focus on the fire itself, make it look like it's burning in a cave or somewhere dark. And what you want to do directly around the fire, you want to color in with like a dark maroon color or a reddish brown color, and just color it all the way around the fire, going over the edges. Okay, so we're ready to get started. Let's do a regular fire first without the blue. So in the color palette, select the neon palette, and I want to choose a solid neon yellow and then also the orange color. And then in the vibrant palette under basic, choose that bright red, and then all you'll need is just a basic white from the basic palette. Set coloring inside the lines mode to on, and then with that orange, zoom into the fire and then just tap to fill it in. And I'm filling in all of the elements here because we're going to add our own. Now select the manual mode and open the toolbox. Using the Airbrush tool, you want to set the opacity to 100 and the size to 20, and then select that bright, vibrant red color, and you're going to outline the flames, and it's going to go past the lines a little bit. That's okay. So outline those outside edges of the flames, and then bring those lines down just a little bit into the middle of the flame, a little bit. So now it already looks like it's beginning to glow a little bit against that dark background. And the tip with coloring fire is that it's going to be lightest and brightest in the center of the flame and then darker in color on the outside of the flame. So the outside edges of the flame will be reddish orange. In the middle will be yellow and white. So now I'm going to use that neon yellow and just begin to just add in color in the center of that flame. And I'm kind of following those lines a little bit to direct me. So the flames are always going to be moving upward and curving. Now in the very center, add hard pressure so that it looks very bright with that neon yellow. And then select white, and in the very center of that, you'll add a bright white. And that's going to be the hottest part. And then if you want to add details, go into the toolbox, lower the size to 4, and you can add in some details here and there. So go beyond those lines and start to add in little tendrils of flames coming off of the edges. And I'm using red to do this. And I'm just kind of following those same lines. Then you can also use orange and all the same colors to add little bits of flame coming off here and there, curving and working their way upwards. To really get in details, you can also lower the size to 0 and then lower the opacity just a little bit, probably about 80%. And you can add in even more details. And what I'm doing here, I'll just zoom in, is I'm going to just add these curving lines within the flame. So just very delicately. And these are just going to help to add in that realism. Remember, flames are a fleeting sort of element. So they're going to be twisting, curving, coming and going, disappearing as they go. Every once in a while you'll have a burning ember jump off, so you can add little dots here and there for that, using the red and orange. You'll also want to add a little bit of detail, so add some tendrils of fire below the very bottom here, up into the white and the yellow. So it looks a little more realistic there. And then what you'll want to do is go into the effects tab and then go under lines and remove them, and then you can see how it looks. So if you want to add blue to a flame, all you need to do is the same thing, but leave it white at the bottom, and you'll fade it from white, bright blue, and then into the orange. So open up the color palette. Under Essential 1, select Neon, make sure it's set to solid, and then I'm going to choose this bright blue here, and then a darker purple. And then in the toolbox, open it up, set the opacity to 100, and raise the size to about 30%, and then start with that light blue color, and you're just going to begin to color in that white area carefully, and just leave a little bit of space for the purple. Now select the purple and add a layer over that. And then use that orange from before, and then you'll bring that orange into the purple and blue. Just kind of blending it here and there. And then you want to go back and forth between those colors until it begins to blend. Like before, you want to lower the size just a little bit and the opacity as well to about 50%. And you're going to add in those tendrils with those same colors. So add in, using that blue, purple, and orange, just begin to add in those long tendrils of fire. So bring it up into the orange and the red layers and just begin to blend. Here's how the first flame looks with the lines removed. A blue flame works well when you're coloring candles or something mystical like this, where I set the lines to fire. If you'd like to see more tutorials like this, don't forget to subscribe to the Color Therapy YouTube channel so you don't miss any new tutorial videos. Thanks for watching our tutorial. You can get the Color Therapy app for free on the App Store.